These are the biggest and best designer bag trends of 2024 going into 2025, and which brands are doing them the best. I'll be revealing my favourites at the end of the video. The first bag trend is minimalism, or dare I say it, the quiet luxury trend. This one has been here for a few months now, and I don't think it's going anywhere over the next year or into 2025. So the whole quiet luxury minimalism trend is exactly what it says on the tin. We aren't seeing as bigger logos on things. In fact, if anything, there's a trend towards pieces that have no logo on at all, or a super low-key logo that, unless you knew it was there, you wouldn't actually know what brand the bag is. This trend also seeps its way into a minimal amount of hardware and a minimal color palette as well, so lots of neutrals. We are potentially heading into or are in a recession already, and this often happens in terms of if you want a piece that's going to last a long time, a minimal quiet luxury piece is often less trend-led, even though this is a trend, but the piece itself is going to stand the test of time. So we're seeing lots of blacks, reds and cognacs as well, so again, really neutral, really easy to style color palette. Now Vogue recently released an article with their fashion search engine Tag Walk, which scans more than 11,000 images from the spring-summer 2024 catwalk shows in New York, London, Milan and Paris, for example. The looks that were tagged with minimalism were up 46% on the previous spring-summer of 2023, and looks tagged with the word logo were down 52%. So which brands are doing this trend the best? The first bag that we have to mention is of course the Row, and this is the Margot bag. This bag is being compared to the Birkin bag. It's very low key, but the quality is meant to be super high on this piece. So the Margot bag has actually been around a while now. So it was first released in 2018, so around 6 years to be exact, but I would say it's been in the last 6 months that this bag is truly starting to go viral. It comes in quite a few different sizes, and I believe it has a tiny The Row logo on the side of the bag. But other than that, minimal hardware, minimal logo, this piece is all about the quality as opposed to something screaming, I'm a designer bag. Next up, we have the Loewe with the Edge puzzle bag. This one is one that I keep seeing people talking about, and I must say, the puzzle bag comes in so many beautiful colors. I recently spotted a blue one when I was in London, like a really beautiful light blue. So pretty. The next bag is the Celine 16. This is one of my personal favorites because I got mine last year. So again, super low key. As you can see, I talk about this bag all the time. This has been one of my best purchases that I have made on a luxury bag. I feel super comfortable wearing it. You do have the Celine logo on the hardware there, and also on the lock, which you can take off. But other than that, unless you know that this is a Celine bag, you just wouldn't know. So again, the emphasis on the 16 bag is the quality. It's beautifully leather lined. It does have a strap as well. It comes in loads of different colors and also sizes. I recently tried on the classique size, which is the next size up from this one, and I will say it is absolutely stunning. So a very easy to style on trend bag. The next very minimal bags, of course, we have to mention the Hermes Birkin bag and the Hermes Kelly bag. I would say these are one of the first bags that I came across personally where everyone wanted them but they didn't have a big logo on, and they are very much having a moment right now. I would say the Kelly is actually having more of a moment than the Birkin, although the Birkin is one of the most famous and sought after bags in the world easily. I recently purchased my lime colour Kelly bag in the 28 size and I'm absolutely obsessed. I do love, again, that it doesn't have a big logo on anywhere. The hardware does have Hermes engraved in, but other than that, again, unless you know that this is an Hermes bag, you would just have no idea otherwise. Oh, we have a little visitor. Everyone, if you haven't seen him before in one of my videos, this is Pablo. And for some reason he's just come to find me, maybe for a little cuddle. What do you think to the minimalist, quiet, luxury trend, Pab? Do you like it? Next, we have a really great affordable option. So this is the New York tote bag from Demelia. If you aren't familiar with the Demelia brand in general, I have quite a few bags in my collection from this brand. A lot more affordable, but they have some really standout classic pieces that will just go with everything. Now the New York bag is like this kind of open tote with this like belt going around the top of it. It's absolutely stunning. I've seen lots of people wear this this on Instagram. Really great work bag or an everyday grab and go. And again, it comes in lots of different leather options and colours as well. And finally, I'm going to need to get your opinion on this one. Okay, so this is the Balenciaga Rodeo bag. This one has just been released from the brand back in February 2024, and you can also see Kim Kardashian on the landing page of this bag with her rodeo bag and then lots of other Balenciaga bags in the background. Now, of course, we had the scandal with the marketing campaign, was that last year with Balenciaga. Personally, Balenciaga has never been a brand that I have invested in or have ever felt like any of the pieces are for me. But I do think with this bag being kind of oversized, slouchy, no logo on, I think it could potentially help increase sales for the brand, because when I walk past the stores, they're often empty. Anyway, give me an update. How are you feeling about Balenciaga? The Rodeo bag, you can get it in loads of different sizes. Quite a few of the sizes are sold out on the website currently. And I do love the oversized where it kind of slouches. Let me know what you think, but it is very on trend in terms of a minimalistic approach. Hey, if you are new here, my name is Steph. Now, I have pulled together a free downloadable PDF for you featuring all the trends that I'm about to talk about in today's video. Not only that, it also features some of my favorite bags at loads of different price points within each trend. And I've gone one step further and created a few outfits with some of my favorite bags from each trend as well to give you some inspiration. Guys, this is completely free. I will pop a link up here in the video and down below in the description box for you. All you have to do is sign up, then the PDF will be sent to your email and the PDF will be completely shoppable. So if you click any of the pictures of the bags or any of the outfit details that you would like to shop, it's going to send you straight to that piece so that you can shop it. Moving on to trend number 2, and this is bags with their own belts. Not belt bags, this is slightly different. These are just kind of normal bags with belts on. So the brand that I think is doing this the best is Prada. So you have the Prada buckle bag. It comes in small, medium and large, and you can also get like double buckles. It comes in loads of different sizes. I tried one of these on in Harrods actually at Prada, and I will say it's so beautiful. I do believe you can take the belt off the bag and actually use it as a belt as well. But yeah, it's interesting. It kind of cinches the bag in at the top, which I really like. It creates a really beautiful look. We also have the Miu Miu Adventure bag. So it has a different kind of style of belt wrapped around the top of the bag. This in the caramel color is really beautiful. I saw it recently in London. We have the Givenchy Voyou bag. This bag has been around for a second now. I don't actually see many of these bags being worn, but I do think they're really beautiful. So it's like a hobo slouchy shoulder bag, but we have all these kind of belt buckles on it. So a different interpretation of this trend. And we also have a beautiful bag from Celine. This is the Conti bag. And again, it's quite similar to the Prada bag in terms of its shape, and there's different size options as well. But you have this belt detail going around the top of the bag. I think it just adds something really nice to this. They look fantastic. Celine leather, again, and the quality that I have personally found with Celine so far has been incredible. So that is the Conti. And we also have the Louis Vuitton Alma 103 bag. So the Alma is one of Louis Vuitton's most popular bags of all time, but they've now reinvented it in this 103 version. It looks very different to the original kind of Alma bag. It doesn't have a zip going all the way around. It just has zippers down the side. We have the belt detail on the front and the bag kind of flaps open. So this Alma, I think, has been much more thought out in terms of practicality. However, it does come at a very premium price point. But those are some of my favorite bags with this kind of bags with belt trend, if you will. Moving on to trend number 3, we have the oversized bag. Okay, so what has happened here? I think because there's been less statement logos, very quiet luxury now, you can make a statement with the size of your bag. And me personally, I've never been into oversized bags. But more recently, as I look into quality more and leathers more, when I see a really beautiful oversized bag and the leather just looks absolutely stunning, and the shape of the bag, the detail, oh my gosh, incredible. Okay, so I've also noticed with the oversized bag trend, you'll see it as I go through some of my favorites, there is very much a trend as to how to hold your oversized bag, okay? And it's to get your big bag and to put it under your arm like this. So almost kind of like a clutch bag that you hold under your arm, and then the bag kind of slouches over the arm. Do you know what? I think it looks really cool. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. Some of my favorites, we have the Loewe Puzzle Fold bag. I've seen this in person in this extra large size. This bag is huge. It is humongous and I'm here for it. I love it. This is going to be a fantastic travel bag. Do you know what? I think you could move with this bag. I think it is that big. You can move house with it. You could throw everything in, but the one thing I like about the puzzle fold bag is that you can also fold it down. So it's not going to take up loads of space. You can store it really easily. Another one from Loewe, we have the squeeze bag, another really popular bag right now in the extra large size. Now this one has rope detail as well. It kind of feels very spring summer vibes with the rope on the handle. But oh my gosh, again, just the oversized, like the amount of leather on this piece looks fantastic. We of course as well cannot get through the oversized bag trend without mentioning one of the most popular oversized bags, the Saint Laurent Icare tote bag. I got mine last year in the black leather, and I must say it is very much a vibe. When I wear it out, I get so many comments and people being like, ooh, like what is that bag called? And as you can see, she is just scrumptious. You can cinch her in, so it does look quite a bit smaller, more like that, or you can have her wide. One thing that is fantastic about an oversized bag, you never need to worry about what you're taking with you because everything will generally fit in, which is a huge advantage. Another oversized bag that I have a massive crush on right now is the Louis Vuitton Capucine, and they did originally bring this bag out in a GM size, but they discontinued it. They have now released the GM size again in the supple version. I've tried these on. They've released it in the Millesine leather, which is their more higher premium range of leathers. It is absolutely stunning, but you can also get it in calf leather, in black, and like a cognac at the moment. They've changed the handle of the bag so you can fit it on your shoulder, which you couldn't really do with the older versions. And just overall, I would say this feels so premium. I love the Capucine bag from Louis Vuitton in general. I already have a few in my collection and the GM is no exception. Like, it's so gorgeous. I did try them on, and it does come at a very premium price point though, as do all the Capucine bags from the brand. We also have the low-key hobo bag MM from Louis Vuitton. So this is like one you can throw on your shoulder, a much lower price point, but if you are liking the shoulder hobo bag style, this could definitely be one to consider. We then have a large hobo shoulder bag from Prada. This again looks gorgeous. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Loewe squeeze bag, the way that this one looks and holds itself. Of course, I have just mentioned in the previous trend, the quiet luxury trend, the Balenciaga Rodeo bag. Okay, it is trying to be like a slouchy Birkin. I thought I'd mention it here because they do also have like an extra, like a large size of this. And again, kind of does look a bit cool, but again, I'm not sure how we're all feeling about Balenciaga right now. Fill me in. One that I keep seeing people talk about is the Victoria Beckham Jumbo Puffy Chain Pouch. So this is, again, much more affordable than a lot of the bags that I've just talked about. This one is more like hundreds as opposed to thousands, but it definitely has a really great presence. It's one of the best, I think, oversized clutch style bags, like an actual clutch bag. It comes in quite a few different colors as well. Absolutely beautiful. Now, another one, we have Delvaux here, which is one of the oldest leather goods houses in the world. We have the Tompette bag. Let me just grab mine to show you. So this is the Tompette bag. Mine is in the MM size and I am obsessed. The quality of these pieces are just out of this world. I love it. Again, very quite luxury, but they have now released this bag in an extra large size and it looks rather fabulous. Like just the sheer size of it. And they've not just left it there. Another one of their really popular bags is called the Brilliant bag. They've released this in an extra large. It does retail in the UK at £8,700. These are very much a premium bag, but again, these pieces, a lot of them that I've talked about, they're statements without having big logos on, which I am here for. So we're on trend in numerous different ways. And finally, the Bottega Veneta Andiamo bag in the large size. The Andiamo bag is very much having a moment right now. It is an absolutely stunning tote bag, perfect for work every day. It comes in loads of different sizes, and usually I would be a lover of the smaller sizes because they're maybe more practical, you can carry them for longer, but there is something about the Andiamo in the large size, like the way the leather is woven, I think they look sublime. Now, moving us on nicely, talking of the Andiamo bag, trend number 4 is suede bags. I am seeing more and more suede bags right now, which is kind of surprising because we are moving into spring, summer right now, and suede is often a fabric you see generally more in the winter time, just because it has kind of a warm look and feel to it. However, being in the UK, it does rain a lot here, which suede sometimes it's not the best for those kind of weather conditions. So do you know what? I'm gonna get on board with using suede in spring summer instead. One of the ones is of course the Row bag, the Margot bag from the Row again. Victoria recently unboxed one on her Instagram and she got hers in the burgundy suede. I will say it's so beautiful, like it just looks so lush. We have the Gucci Blondie bag. This is a huge bag, again, oversized. I do believe it comes in different sizes, but this one with suede. It has different straps, I believe, so you can kind of shoulder it and it just kind of sags down. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. You've got the GG on the front, but again, it's not too obvious. You have a zipper compartment inside of the bag as well. Beautiful. We have another one from Demelia, so the Tokyo tote bag. They've done this in suede. I think they've only got the black color now, but they did have it in mocha, so maybe that will come back into stock again, so like a dark brown. Again, the Demelia bags are much more affordable, so I believe the Tokyo tote bags are around £400. Again, everything will be linked down below for you so you can shop this really easily, but mwah, chef's kiss, amazing, much more affordable. I personally would probably go more down this route when it comes to a suede bag, just because they are harder to care for than top grain leather. They're not as durable, for example. We have the Bottega Andiamo and also the Hop bag in suede, oversized, looking so lush. And there's something about, again, the Bottega basket weave in suede. You kind of get the different colors and textures that suede throws off, amplified with the basket weave. It just makes them look so incredible. Now, I do have one suede bag in my collection myself, which is my YSL Lulu bag. These come in so many incredible colors. This is cinnamon color, so like a beautiful rich caramel, and it does just look totally different to my top grain leather bags. I've also seen this, they have like a beautiful jeweled green. I think they've got a red as well. So definitely worth checking out some of the suede bags from Saint Laurent. Trend number 5. Do you know what? This is not one of my personal favorite trends, but I do think it really depends on the bag and how the brand have interpreted this one. But it is the East-Westification of so many bags. So rather than kind of a square shape, which is kind of reigned as one of the premium shapes of a bag, is now becoming more of a rectangle. Okay, so the first one, and this is one that I think is actually done really well, is the Louis Vuitton Slim Soft Trunk bag. So the trunk bag from Louis Vuitton itself is kind of a play on Louis Vuitton's heritage, the trunks. We've got a lot of hard-sided trunks from Louis Vuitton as well, but I really like the soft trunk because it makes it way more wearable and far more casual looking. So here we have this in black leather with silver hardware. It looks very, very edgy. And I actually really like the way that this in an East-West style kind of sags a little bit more in the middle. Again, making it look a little bit more casual, maybe more like a hobo bag. Really, really well done from Louis Vuitton. We have the classic Pochette Matisse from LV as well. One of the brand's most popular bags. They brought this out in an East-West version. They've also done this with the on-the-go tote bag. So when this originally came out, we've got the rectangle versions of the bag. I have mine here, so I have the on-the-go MM. So as you can see, very much a square-shaped bag, but now you have also got the East-West version. From Dior, we are seeing the classic Lady Dior bag being East-Westified in the name of the D-Joy. Okay, so we've got the Lady Dior bag effectively becoming like a D-Joy, a rectangle bag. I really like this. They've got some really beautiful embellished versions of the D-Joy. We've also got, for a bigger version of the bag, the Desire bag. So again, it's the Lady Dior, but it kind of looks just a little bit different. The kind of stitching on this one is different as well. I've seen this in person and I will say it's a very beautiful, like just the size of it, the presence of it. And again, rather than the general square shape that we see the Lady Dior, it's kind of lengthened out a little bit more, but maybe not to the proportions that the D-Joy has been. The Desire is probably my favourite, maybe even more so than the Lady Dior, like the classic shape and style of the bag. What do we think? From Bulgari, we have this Serpenti Forever crossbody phone bag. This one way more affordable than some of the ones we've been talking about because it is a phone bag. It is a very small bag, but I really like how this one has been styled crossbody, and this kind of made me think I actually really like the East-West bags styled crossbody because they just fit a little bit more rather than sticking out. This is a really beautiful one. Bulgari is a brand that I have been looking at for a while, and this one's definitely a contender for a potential bag in my collection. Next we have the Bottega Andiamo bag. I've spoken about it quite a few times in this video already, but it's so popular, so hot right now. And of course there is an East-West version for all the East-West lovers out there. Much more rectangular. Personally, I actually think I prefer the oversized rectangle one, but nonetheless, super, super beautiful. Now we have a few extreme examples of the East-West trend. We have the Alaya Lee Tekel bag. I believe I pronounced that correctly, but it very much looks like a pencil case If you're asking me, it looks like a pencil case with straps. Okay, personally, I think it's not me. It's not a style that I would go for, but I do think it looks very cool when certain people wear it, so it depends on your style. And another extreme version, we have this Prada, it doesn't have a name, it's just called the medium leather bag on the website. Again, very less pencil case looking, but very East-Westified again. One that if you are loving this trend, you might want to look into. Another affordable luxury bag brand that I am obsessed with right now is Lalegui Beaumont. Again, super affordable, but really high quality. So the hardware, this is the Maya bag, the hardware is 24 karat gold plated. The inside is lined with real suede leather. Feet on the bottom of the bag, you do get a detachable strap with this as well. And whilst this isn't an East-West bag, they have now brought this out in an East-West style, which looks so cute. So again, you don't need to be spending thousands to invest in this trend, and also a super high quality piece. Okay, trend number 6 is a really great casual trend for this spring summer, and it is denim bags. Okay, so we have seen the Chanel Classic Flat become available in this beautiful kind of wash denim. I really like that you have the kind of, it looks like a pair of jeans almost, where you have the wear down the middle, the lighter part of the bag. Really, really nice. Chanel have taken this across quite a few different styles of bags. So we have the Chanel 22 bag in quite a few different denim variations actually, and different sizes. One of my favorites would have to be the mini 22 bag in denim, and it's got like pearls crisscrossed into it. I think this is exceptional, and actually it looks really nice with the silver hardware. Like, I can just see this really working as a kind of a really Chanel kind of special vibe, but also really wearable, really casual, kind of like you're not trying too hard, you know, that kind of vibe. We also have a seasonal bag, which is the Hobo bag from Chanel, again in the denim. I really like this one. We've got the gold CC logo on the front of it. We don't just have Chanel doing this trend. Another huge fashion house we have doing this really well is Dior. So we are seeing quite a few of the classic Dior bags coming out in a denim option, like a denim oblique as well, if you like the Dior logo. So we have the Dior Book tote bag in this in quite a few different sizes, which is nice. We also have the Dior saddle bag coming out in denim. So again, I feel like the saddle bag in general is kind of giving Y2K vibes, which has definitely been a trend. And then you've also got this combined with the denim, which I think is really nice. It just feels a little bit fresh because we do see a lot of leather options of the bag, which sometimes maybe looks slightly more dressy. Denim is very much more like an everyday kind of vibe. We have the Chloe Woody denim tote bag. The Chloe Woody has been one of my favorite tote bags for quite a long time. I personally love the leather options, but you can get a denim version now. It has like braided handles as well, which I think is a really nice detail, and you've got the Chloe logo embroidered into the front of the bag. I'm not sure this is actually positioned in the right size for this bag. I don't know, maybe it needed to be slightly smaller, but overall I think it's a really good looking bag. We've also got the YSL puffer bag in denim. This one is very much more like a washed kind of denim. You've got more of a contrast between the darker parts of the denim and the lighter parts of it. You've got the YSL logo on the front. Again, a super casual bag, slightly higher contrast, but a really beautiful piece nonetheless. Trend number 7 is a huge one for this spring summer. Now, it is a huge trend every spring summer, but for some reason, every brand at the minute seems to have one of these options, if not loads of them. And it is the Raffia trend. We've also kind of got here, it looks similar, but the wicker trend as well, even though they're different fabrics. A lot of brands are bringing out Raffia bags and wicker bags. Perfect for those beach days, really, really beautiful. However, I would say Raffia is definitely doing slightly better than wicker. As much as I love wicker bags, one of the things to note is if you are wanting to travel with them, because they are very much like a beach summer kind of style, they're not going to fall down in your luggage. They are very much rigid objects, whereas Raffia is much easier to pack. So some of my favorites. We have the Fendi Peekaboo in full Raffia now. I do believe as well there is a Fendi First coming out in Raffia as well. So two super iconic bags from Fendi, one of my favorite brands when it comes to customer service. Don't these just look fabulous, and again, perfect for spring summer. We have the Celine Triomphe bag, one of the most popular bags that I've seen in a while. I've seen lots of people with the black leather option, especially throughout autumn winter, and I feel like the Raffia version with the Triomphe logo in the middle looks sublime. Next, we have the YSL Icar Raffia tote bag. So again, I've got mine in the black leather oversized option, which I wouldn't change because it is just such a classic bag, but you can now get these in Raffia. Again, I do think this bag packs a really visual punch. It's playing up to the oversized trend. the raffia trend. I believe Tamara was recently spotted with one of these on the beach, and I will say, you know, with like a flowing white dress, it just looks perfection. It does come at a premium price point compared to the leather, I do believe, as well, so that's worth bearing in mind. But if you are looking for a vibe of a bag, this is the one to go for. We have some raffia bags from Louis Vuitton coming soon. I don't have details as of yet, but there definitely is a tote bag. It has Louis Vuitton embroidered on the front of it, and they've also got a raffia mini speedy or keep-all bag. I think it's actually called this extra small keep-all. I think that's its actual official name, with leather. So you've got the leather straps going round and the handles, but then the bag's actually made from raffia. Very cool looking. We have this Dior book tote bag, which this one's really interesting because it's raffia, but it has the flowers kind of made from it. Now, when I was looking at this one, it was sold out. I can see why. It looks really, really beautiful. We have Christian Dior on the front of the bag, so again, a fantastic tote bag. We have this bag from Gucci. Now, I don't believe this is raffia. This is a fabric, but it has like a raffia effect to it. Raffia as a material is going to absorb things very easily, whereas a more densely woven fabric isn't going to be as high maintenance to keep. So this is why I wanted to include this one in this video. I really like it as well because you have like the different colors. It kind of almost looks like candy, like the Gucci logo on the front. Really, really cute. From Prada, I was recently in London and there were so many Prada bags in raffia, so many tote bags. They had the pannier bag in like a wicker. They had this half moon bag in wicker as well, which I will say it looked super beautiful. That was probably my favorite out of all of them, but so many raffia options from Prada. But the brand that I think is doing raffia the best, and probably always does do raffia the best, is Loewe. We have the puzzle fold bag, and this is like a raffia, a black raffia with pink woven through it. Like, there's so many incredible colors. You have the basket bag with the Loewe anagram on the front, a very popular choice. Not going to break the bank either. I would say Loewe's price point is more reasonable than brands like Chanel and Dior, for example. And one of the ones that I did really like was the hammock bag. So this one features leather. So the one that I really like is the one with the white leather, and then the sides of it are from a woven raffia. And I feel like the leather and the raffia together work really well. Okay, but my favorite bag within this trend is actually a really easy choice for me. It is the Chloe Woody tote bag. Again, a tote bag that I really like, and they brought it out in raffia, but the bottom of the bag is still leather and the straps still have leather features on. This is great because if you put in the bag down, it's not like the raffia is coming into contact with the surface. Leather is a much more hard wearing material, so I would much prefer this. And just the taupe color of the leather with the raffia, I think is amazing. It comes in different sizes. You can get a mini, you can get the small, you can get the medium, so all the sizes, and they do have a few color variations as well. Also worth noting, when I was on the Chloe website, I came across this beauty. It is this bucket bag made from raffia, okay, but we have the Chloe logo on the front. It has these like leather petals, like a flower coming off the logo. The strap is in this sensational pink color. Everything about this bag, I think, is just beautiful. That is the only way to describe it. Like, so gorgeous, kind of a bit girly, quite feminine. Really like that. So another great one for spring summer. Designer bag trend number 8 is the caged bag. Okay, this is an interesting one. So bags that kind of look like cages, made in different ways, some from metal, some from woven fabrics. Let's take a look, because this is an interesting one. This is definitely not as widespread as like the raffia, the oversized trend, if you will. This one's a little bit more niche, but I really like the look of it, very edgy. Okay, so the first one, we have this Lady D Joy bag in this black woven leather. And it literally looks like a cage. It comes with a pouch as well. Again, you can see what I mean by this being super edgy. We also have from Prada this laser cut out leather, and we have the pannier bag. I believe I saw a tote bag as well. And whilst this wasn't a cage as such, it gives that caged effect. So super beautiful. We then have the Gucci Jackie bag. Now these are the jeweled versions of the Gucci Jackie bag. So they kind of are embellished, but I do think some of them, this one with like crystals all over it, it kind of looks like the bag is in a cage of embellishment and like the leather's underneath. Is anyone else getting that vibe? I really like it. I think it's really beautiful. And of course, we have the Chanel mini flap. Price available on request. This one is definitely going to be a collector's piece, but my gosh, is it stunning. This one's made from metal. The metal has different crystal colors embellished all over it. We have a pink version, which kind of fades into orange and like a yellow. The bag opens out, and in between it has like leather options so you can expand it. and then close it. This is like the epitome of caged bags if you like this trend. There's also a blue and green kind of color option as well. Something a little bit different, I'm here for it. Okay, trend number 9 is ombre or gradient colors, if you will. So colors fading into other colors. And this has been done really nicely by a few brands. The first one is the Chanel Classic Flat. We have this kind of pink color fading into like a yellowy orange, which looks like a sunset. It also reminds me of these sweets I used to eat as a child. I want to say Frutella, but it's not Frutella. It's the one with like the pink and the orange. Someone help me out in the comments if you know. It's lost me, but I know exactly. If I find a sweet, I'll put a picture up. We also have this in a different color as well. So we have it in a purple, light blue. Oh my gosh, again, super beautiful. Just the colors all kind of gradient fading into each other. We also have this large flat bag. I think there's also a wallet on chain in the same colorway as well. This kind of iridescent lambskin in loads of different kind of rainbow colors. It looks super beautiful. They've also got this in a bum bag actually as well, which I thought was really cool. And I think this is a really nice kind of take on rainbow colors in general, just the way that they all fade into each other. Next, one of the brands that's doing this really well is Dior. So they have brought out the Lady Dior. One of my favorite options right now is this latte kind of color fading into white. And not only do we have the ombre of the colors on the bag, but what Dior have done is, I think, really smart and quite interesting. They have like faded a patent leather into a matte leather. They've also done this with like the solid black version. And when I was in store, I noticed this, and you kind of clock it as, oh, that's a classic Dior bag in black or white, etc. And then you see it up close and you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's like a patent going into a matte. I've not seen many other brands do that. So I think that's a really nice detail. It's kind of taken this gradient ombre to a new level, not only with colors, but also fabrics. We have from Marc Jacobs, the tote bag. Again, much more affordable when it comes to the tote bag. These are much more vivid in your face kind of colors. So we have a pink ombre. They also have this in like a black and gold or yellow kind of colorway, which again, very bold and bright, but great everyday bags if you are into your bright colors. And we've also seen from Prada, these have been out for a little while now, but we've got the double bag from Prada and quite a few like the pannier and a few other styles from the brand in ombre colorways. So we have this beautiful white with like black gray ombreing into the bag. I've seen green, I think I've seen pink as well. So many beautiful colors, and Prada are doing a really great job of the ombre colorways, but I think my favorite would definitely have to be Chanel and Dior options. Finally, bag trend number 10. This one is going to be a big one. A lot of the ones I've just touched on are very much kind of spring summer vibes, but this one I think is going to be autumn winter. It's going to be everywhere, and we're going to see it going into 2025, no doubt. This is shades of berry. So we very much right now, going back to the kind of minimalist trend, the first one we talked about, we have colors that are able to transcend many different outfits, so you can really get great cost per wear, lots of neutrals, and I think berry shades, deep reds, for example, deep purples, again, are super easy to style, but we've seen a lot of black, we've seen a lot of cognac. This is the color, I think, of the moment that we're going to be seeing a lot towards the back end and into the first part of next year. So which brands are doing the berry trend the best? One of my favorites has to be the Dior saddle bag in this beautiful mulberry color. Like, it's actually sensational. I think they might have this color in the Lady Dior as well. How stunning is this? Like, one of the most beautiful mulberry colors I have ever seen. Next up, we have the Louis Vuitton Capucine bag, one of my favorites. They are bringing the mini version of the bag out in this color Bordeaux. It has an ostrich flap and handle with gold hardware. Now, I do think berry shades often, because it's quite a warm tone, work really well with gold hardware. This has to be one of the most beautiful Capucines bags I've ever seen. I can imagine in real life the colour of this is going to be amazing. Next up has to be a bag from Ferragamo as well. So I recently invested in the Hug bag, and I got it in the burgundy colourway, which in real life, this is the most sensational kind of plum colour, again, with gold hardware. And I've been using this quite a lot as like a weekend away travel bag. The leather is so beautiful. It's all leather lined as well, the Hug bags are. Much more affordable than some of the more in-demand luxury brands, if you will. So a fantastic colour. I really hope that Ferragamo bring this colour out in the different sizes of the Hug bag. This is the medium. You can also get this bag in small and mini, but just how wonderful is this colour, honestly. Next, we have the Gucci Jackie bag in this beautiful berry shade. Again, I think with the hardware and the shape of this bag, it does look super beautiful. The Jackie bag's one of those, if I did get a bag from Gucci, it would most likely be the Jackie bag. Like, it's just stunning. Another one that is often not talked about, I also don't see a lot of them, but I think this shade is perfection. It is the Alexander McQueen Knuckle Hobo bag, and it comes in this aubergine shade with gold hardware. I think I actually just recently saw this on Nordstrom or somewhere like that for like half price. Honestly, like, what a huge saving. The colour, I just had to feature this bag because if you have this bag, let me know how you find it, by the way, because I've been tempted for a while. Next, this is stunning. Like, I just want to grab this bag. Oh my gosh. This is the YSL Puffer in a patent deep red with gold hardware, okay? I never thought I would be the person to say that I want a patent red bag because it doesn't sound too appealing, but when you actually see this, like, is it just me, or do you just want to like squish the bag? Like, it feels like it's going to be so tactile. I probably wouldn't keep my hands off it. And I just want to appreciate for a second the way that this has been styled with this, again, this plum berry shade colour of an organza Saint Laurent blouse. That is blouse perfection. Again, I will link it down below in case you need that in your life too, as well as the bag. We also have the Loewe squeeze bag in the most beautiful burgundy colour. I have tried this on. Out of all the colours, the squeeze bag's very much a popular bag right now. I would go for this colour. I think it's stunning. And again, you could just team this with like an all black outfit, neutrals, and every shade just add an element of warmth to a look. Now, I did promise at the start of the video I would reveal my favourite bag that I have mentioned in today's video, my favourite trend. My favourite trend, I think, would have to be the oversized trend. There is something so statement about a bag that is just completely oversized. Usually my rational side would be like, you know, let's not buy oversized because the poor shoulders are going to suffer. But no, if the leather is beautiful, if the size, the cut, the shape, oh my gosh, like an oversized bag right now is the one. So based on that, which is my favorite bag from this video? Wow, there's so many that I think are beautiful, but if I'm picking from the oversized bag trend, the bag that I would be most likely to actually purchase would be the Louis Vuitton Capucine in the GM. I do think it's at a very high price point, which all the Capucines are, so maybe I will wait until I see some on the resale market, but after trying it on, I love the millesime leather, but I would actually go for the black because I feel like it would make like a great travel bag. You can close the flap over so that you can't see the logo. So again, it's very quiet luxury as well. And it didn't weigh too much, which I was surprised about. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you get the free download that I have made specifically for this video, featuring all the 10 trends I've just mentioned, all the bags at loads of different price points that I've mentioned and a few more, plus some outfit stylings. You can shop this PDF. It's completely free to download. I really hope you enjoy it. Make sure you don't go anywhere because coming up next, the most wanted bag of this year, the survey results are in, and I'm surprised by the #1 bag because it didn't make our list last year. Find out what the most wanted bags are just here. Enjoy.